Howdy. My name is Eric Fish. I want to welcome you to English 1010 section IF4. This is a co-requisite course, which means that the Comp 1 and the English 0870 courses are linked together. However, they are two separate. They're linked in terms of content, and the 0870 course is designed to support what we're doing in this class, the 1010 course. But even though some of the material might be a little interlinked, these are two separate courses. At the end of the semester, you're going to get a grade from Ms. McNeese for the 0870 course, and you're going to get another grade from me for the 1010 course. And it may not be the same grade, kind of depends on how you do in each class. But the idea is that 0870 course supports what we're doing here in 1010. I want to go over the syllabus a little bit, then show you D2L real quickly. You're going to be doing a syllabus quiz as one of your first assignments. So I'm not going to read the syllabus word for word to you through this video. You can read, and I expect you to read the syllabus, which you'll need to do anyway to do the syllabus quiz. But this is composition 1. We're going to be writing essays with a major focus on research, making sure you can use sources to support what you're saying and use those sources correctly. There's no textbook on this side. There is a textbook for the 0870 side. It's a grammar workbook, and Ms. McNeese will tell you about that when you meet with her. I do recommend a USB or some way to back up your work, even if you're working on Google Docs. I know we all think Google Docs can't fail, but it might someday, and then you might lose all your work, and I expect you to have backup. Even if you just download it to your computer or something like that, have it somewhere. Don't just keep everything in one place. Or if you have children like I do, they might get on your computer and get excited about deleting stuff, and there goes an essay or something. Make sure you have a backup. For the grading, I'm going to go to the last page on the syllabus. And by the way, there's a copy of this syllabus on the content page in D2L there. You can see the syllabus is kind of an important document. It has all the rules and regulations and all that. It also has a course schedule. And it has this grading sheet where you can keep up with your grades as they come back to you. But you kind of see a list on this grading sheet. This is all the work we're going to do in the semester. Make that a little smaller, actually. We're going to start off with a couple of exercises, a syllabus quiz, and an introduction paragraph. The intro paragraph is more about formatting as much as it is introduction, but little short exercises, not worth a ton of points because we're just making sure we can use the computers. You can send stuff to me. You can read what I send back. But you can kind of see we're going to work with 4 major essays. A self-regulated learner essay. It's not easy to say. But it's going to be an essay talking about you as a student, what makes you a good student, how can you be a better student. We can all improve in some ways, right? The career essay is going to talk about your academic plan, what you're doing here at Northeast State. I'm going to map that out, and then talk about the career you're hoping to get into with that degree. The medical essay, you're going to tell someone's story and their experience with a particular medical problem or situation. Hopefully it's an interesting essay for you. You get to write about something you know about or somebody you know about, and should be some interest there. Then we're going to end with a song, analyzing a song. It sounds not as easy as it sounds, but it's also kind of hopefully an interesting essay. We're going to end with a final exam, probably get into argument a little bit there, a persuasive essay without using first-person narration. For the journals, along the way, we're going to be doing writing just short responses to some prompts. One to get you writing and typing, or keyboarding, nobody types, keyboarding quickly. And also getting you ready for what's happening with the essays that are coming up. Also especially when we get to the career project, we're going to be working with an e-portfolio, probably the D2L e-portfolio. And this is going to be shorter writings. Once you get a resume up, once you have a scholarship letter, even if this is not your first semester, you can still apply for scholarships, and the deadline for that's March 1st. And we want you to turn that in if you can. I can't force you to, but if you have a letter right here, and it makes it a lot easier to apply when you're ready to go. You're going to have your academic plan on this e-portfolio. Basically, an e-portfolio is just a place to put all your work. It's just that simple. It's kind of like having a folder, but it's online. And of course, as we do these essays, once you get them back graded from me, I want you to revise them one more time. You're going to post those in the e-portfolio. Not the grade, just to revise the revision based on your grade that you received. It's a good way to make sure you understand what I'm saying and make sure I can see how you're correcting things with the essays. If you add up all the points, there's 1,025 for the course. That means there's 25 bonus points. So, if you start asking, can I get extra credit? The answer is no. There's already 25 extra credit points built in. Can't give more than that. It's a quarter of a letter grade. But 90% is an A, 80% is a B, 70% is a C. Hopefully nobody will get below that. But again, this is kind of a nice little sheet at the end to, as you start getting grades back, you can write these down, make sure what you're seeing in the D2L gradebook's matching up with what you're receiving from me. That's kind of a detailed breakdown of the grading for the semester. And you can kind of see the amount of work's kind of set. So if you fall behind, you got more and more work piling up, and nothing's going to go away. So be careful there. Going to go over a couple of things on the syllabus, and then the rest you're going to read it and do the syllabus quiz on it. Very important, if it's boxed and bolded and underlined, that means it's very, very important. With an internet class, you got to let me know if there's a problem. I can't see through my computer into your living room or wherever you're doing your work and see that you're not quite understanding something. It's perfectly fair to say, hey, I don't understand. Can you clarify something? And that's the challenge of the internet class, is me trying to make sure I'm explaining things clearly and you making sure you understand things clearly. But if you have a problem or concern, you gotta let me know as soon as possible so I can help you. If I don't know the problem, I can't help you. And kind of be careful. Make sure you don't go missing in the class. If you just kind of disappear for 2 weeks, you're falling behind, and it gets very difficult to catch up, particularly in an internet class. But be careful there. Just let me know if there's a problem. I'll try and help you. Most of the time, if you email me a problem and say, hey, I had to work 30 hours last night, can I turn that in on Wednesday or something, I'll probably go like, sure. I understand working hard, and kids get sick, people die. I mean, it's just people have problems. But you got to let me know. Just don't go missing for 3 weeks and kind of come back and go, I'm back. And I'll be like, yay, you're 2 essays behind now. We don't go that fast. But, so let me know what's going on. I don't need to know the details of your life. Just communicate. Let me know you're still in the class. And again, make sure you're saving your work in more than one place. Don't throw out graded work. Don't delete things out of D2L. There's no reason to ever do that. If I die in a fire car crash the day before grades are due, can you prove you took this class? If you do, and that you did the work and not received the grade back from me. If you delete it all out of D2L, then you don't have proof of that, and you're deep doo-doo, right? I will try not to die in a fiery car crash, but just cover yourself there. When we look at the schedule, you're going to see items are due on Monday or Friday. I found that just having things to do once a week makes students put things off, and it makes me put things off. Not just students that procrastinate sometimes. That's due on midnight on Monday or Friday. I'm not actually up at that time. If you're a night hawk and turn things in at 3 in the morning, I'll never even notice. If it's in there in the Dropbox when I go there the next morning, on Tuesday morning or Saturday morning, I probably won't even notice, to be honest. Be careful if you do fall behind. Last day to submit late work is May 1st. The rest of this hopefully is pretty obvious. The 0870 course, the nice thing is that you're going to have Ms. McNeese review your drafts. It's a nice in-class tutoring kind of, it's not really a service, it's just part of the class. And you want to take advantage of that. The more help you can get with an essay, the better the grade's probably going to be, right? But there's some notes on how that works. But I will not accept an essay that hasn't been reviewed by Ms. McNeese. So make sure you're doing what she needs to for you to have her review your essay. I'm sure she'll cover that in her class. The rest, hopefully pretty obvious. I'll check my email every weekday. I'll check it on the weekends, but not at any particular regular time. But I do check them on weekends. Email, make sure you ask questions if you have them. If you send me an email like, wow, this essay is hard, I'm going to respond, yes, some students find this essay to be difficult. And you're going to be like, well, that wasn't helpful. And I'm like, well, you didn't ask a question. I don't understand what you're asking. So if you have a question, ask it. Make sure you put your name at the end, because especially during the first couple of weeks, I want to make sure I'm sending responses to who I think I'm sending responses to. D2L doesn't put your name on emails, unfortunately. They should. I'll put your username, but I don't always know who J.R. Smith 548 might be. Particularly if you have a fairly common last name, it gets a little confusing. Or if your last name's different from your name you're using, Marriages and divorces kind of produce that problem sometimes. I cannot drop you from the class. If you just quit participating, put zeros in the grade book, and at the end of the semester, you fail, right? If you're going to drop class, and not just my class, but any class, you got to actually drop the class. And be careful with financial aid or scholarships that you might be receiving. If you go below full time with Tennessee Promise, you lose it forever. If you cheat in this class, you'll fail. We'll talk about that a lot more when we get to the essays. But you can't copy and paste off the internet and present it as your own, right? The rest of it, you can read through. Some of it may not even make sense. We're not actually meeting in a classroom, so the emergency statement may not really make much sense. You don't need to know where to exit from an internet class, right? One other thing, I think I might have passed it there. This is an online class. We don't cancel for snow or anything like that. We just have some kind of ice storm of the century or something. We might have to work with something, but generally, even if it's snowing, you should be keeping up with the class. You might have to send me an email saying, "Hey, I got my kids, my my sister's kids, I got 38 kids in my house. Can I turn this in on Wednesday or something?" And I'll probably go like, "I understand. I have 5 kids." So on page, but read through those. They're kind of important if things start going squirrely in the class, or you having a situation arise. These are the policies we're going to fall back on. On page 6, it's the course schedule. When something says it's due that day. Hopefully on Friday, I should be getting your syllabus quiz and your introduction paragraph. There are YouTube videos showing you how to do this in the D2L course. I'll show you that here in a second. But for the week, you should be watching the videos. Hopefully, you should be watching this video right now, or before Friday, hopefully. And also, there's, like I said, this one's going to be the long one. Then there's a short one on how to do the syllabus quiz and a short one on how to do the introduction paragraph. And I'll probably keep posting videos. Not probably. I will be posting videos showing you how to do these various assignments as they start coming due. I don't load up 500 YouTube videos because it gets confusing within D2L. But so probably midweek, next week, I'll post a video about what I'm looking for with the journals. And hopefully just watching the videos, you'll kind of see them and kind of go like, "Oh, okay, I can do that." Or if you watch the video and kind of go like, "What?" You'll send me an email saying, I appreciate the video, but I'm still a little lost. Can you help me out here or there? You're going to see sometimes when something says do that day. So like I said, the syllabus quiz and the introduction paragraph are due Friday by midnight. Journals are due the following Monday by midnight. And you kind of see we're going to start kind of doing a little process here where we'll start off with some exercises maybe, some free writing. We call this the pre-writing stage with writing. Just getting ready for the essay. I'll probably post videos going over the essay. And all that's just in preparation for writing the essay. Then you actually have the writing stage where you have to actually sit down and produce an essay. You're not on your own there. I'm definitely going to want to see your progress as you go. Like here, I want to see first couple of paragraphs, make sure you're on the right track. If you're doing this essay and writing about how your dog threw up on your carpet the other day, I'm going to be like, that's gross, but that's not what the essay is about. You could get a little off track here. You want to know that before you write the whole essay, right? Nothing worse than writing an entire essay and have the teacher go like, "No, that's not what I wanted." And we want to kind of avoid that. But I'll be looking at your progress there. Once you have your draft, you're going to let Ms. McNeese review that. You have to do that or I will not accept your final copy. But sometimes you won't have to submit anything on a Monday or Friday. Like here, I expect you to be revising your essay based on Ms. McNeese's feedback. Then that essay will be due on Monday. Of course, if you have questions, you should be asking them, right? If you don't understand something she made a comment about, you want to ask me because ultimately I'm the one that's going to be grading that final essay. But you might also be asking her about what certain things mean. And it's kind of up to her how she does that within her classroom. So again, these are 2 separate courses, but they're interlinked in some ways, particularly through these drafts. So it's kind of an interesting setup we have going here with the co-requisite model. But you can see after that one's done, we're going to do some more journals. Again, these are free writing exercises based on certain prompts. Uh, and then we're going to start working on some shorter writings, scholarship essay, academic plan, all this fun stuff. Then we'll get going on the career essay. And again, all this pre-writing, just thinking about what you're going to be doing with your career and your degree, it kind of starts getting manifested within the essay. So you kind of see, I want to see the first paragraph, I want to see the first 3 paragraphs, then that full draft's due to Ms. McNeese. Then when you're going to revise it, and I'm probably going to take one final look at that. I'm going to be looking for very particular things, particularly MLA formatting, to make sure you're doing that correctly and not getting a little lost there. Then the career essays due, all the e-portfolio stuff's due, and after that we're on spring break, right? But you kind of notice that pattern. It's kind of they call it a recursive pattern of doing the kind of same things. Then back to some pre-writing exercises, working with the working bibliography, getting ready for that essay writing. Then you're going to write the essay. And you can kind of see how that's going. Then you got to send me the first 2 paragraphs. Then I want to see the draft so far. Then you're going to put the full draft to Ms. McNeese. She'll make commentary and help you out with that. Going to revise it, submit it. And you kind of see that pattern. Then we're going to do the same thing with the song analysis. Then with the final exam, I kind of want to see what you can do without that assistance from Ms. McNeese. Make sure you're able to do short essay without all the help. That's kind of the review of the syllabus. I want to go over D2L real quickly. Probably if you don't know how to get into D2L, you're not watching this video anyway, because the link's on D2L. So, but you're going to click on the class to get in there. We're English 1010, section IF4, Co-Rec Online. And you're going to see this page. Probably going to might change the picture there. I don't know if I like that picture, but anyway. Most of the material is going to be on the content page. You can see a copy of the schedule. There's the syllabus quiz. There's the introduction paragraph, that formatting and D2L exercise. That's the introduction paragraph. You might also see these in exercises. Yeah, there they are. With the essay assignments are also located in the content area. We're starting with that self-regulated learner essay. This metaphor assignment is kind of an exercise. And I'll do a video going over that later in the week. You can see the first 3 essays are already up there if you want to look at them and see what you're getting into. There's a section for YouTube videos. I don't have this one up there yet, but there's the one on how to complete the syllabus, one on how to format the introduction paragraph in Word. Here's how to do it in Google Docs if you're using Google Docs. You're going to see a section on help resources. When we get into MLA formatting, there'll be an MLA lecture there, and all kinds of things to help you, help you with your essay. And journal entries will be right here. Click on that. And again, these are free writing exercises, going to be based on the essay you're about to do. So like with the first 3 that are due first, asking you how you develop essays, where you do your essay writing. I have a bunch of kids in my house, so it's hard for me to find quiet time to work on stuff, or in my case, grade stuff, or do videos. So I got to figure out a way to work around that, right? Then there's a video on growth mindset. You'll click on the link, watch the video. You don't have to agree with what people say in these, but it's kind of an interesting line of thought about how we think about learning. Are we just born with a certain a certain level of intelligence, and that's it, or do we develop it throughout our lives? My guess is you develop it throughout your lives because you weren't the same person you were 5 years ago, right? You've learned a lot, you've grown a lot. Then this one's here on just about self-regulated learning. You'll see exactly where the essay the essay came from. And you kind of see there's going to be 3 for each essay we're going to do there. With the journal entries, you're basically trying to get to 150 words as fast as you can. I'm not going to grade it on spelling or grammar. I mean, it should make sense. Don't just write "I'm a little white butterfly," 50 times. But it's good. But it should show you reading the prompt and thinking about it. But hopefully, particularly if your keyboarding skills are a little slow, this is a good opportunity for you to just go and not worry about every little keystroke. And hopefully, like I said, to get ready for the assignment there. But all this material is on the content page. If you look like that, you're like, well, I don't see the essay assignments. It's because you're over here on journal entries. If you hit table of contents and scroll down, you'll see the essay assignments there. And again, probably middle of next week, I'll post a video going over the essay assignment, what we're looking for, and all that. Sometimes students are interested in the grades. If you click on the grades, you should be able to see, well, you're going to see what I see first. Kind of notice, this is what I see, all these little boxes going all the way across. It's quite possible I'll make a mistake. If you see something wrong in the gradebook, email me. Don't be shy. Just say, hey, I got a 10 out of 10 on the syllabus quiz, but the gradebook says I got a 7 out of 10. I made a mistake probably, right? And I need to fix that because this is the official gradebook for the course. I download this into Excel and turn this in at the end of the semester. Yours will look a little different. You don't get all those little boxes like I do. You get a nice straight up and down column there showing you your grades. That makes it a little easier to see for you all. Assignments are where you're going to put all your assignments into these drop boxes. Make sure you put it in the right drop box. The YouTube videos go over that, and the YouTube videos, I don't know if I showed that, are on the content page down here. I did show that, didn't I? But they're just short videos for the most part that show you how to get things done. We're probably not going to do a discussion board in this class. This is a writing class. Generally discussion boards don't lend themselves to this kind of class. We do have the class list there. If you want to email somebody, you can just click on their name, particularly me, I guess. Be careful. If you come up here and hit email, you're about to email the entire class, whatever it is you wanted to say to me. So kind of make sure you check out who's in the send line here. If you send it to the whole class, it's probably going to be in the BCC line. You just want to see my name there. So be careful there. But if I have to email you all, that's what I click, and I send an email out to everybody pretty quickly. So we're going to say stay focused mainly in D2L with this class. This is where we're going to communicate. It's where you're going to submit materials. We're going to send it back to you. Email's up here. It's a clunky email system, but it's what we have to use what we have. When we get to ePortfolio, it'll be over here. But I think that's about all I wanted to cover. If you have any questions, be sure to let me know. Again, that's the key thing to the internet course. I can sit here and think I'm giving you the most brilliant lecture ever given by an English teacher, and you're at home going like, well, I don't understand what's going on here. And you need to let me know that because it's my job to communicate to you, right? If I'm not doing that correctly or adequately, we need to remedy that. But welcome to the class. It's not the funnest class. I don't think I've ever heard anybody say, hey, I'd love to take English 1010 again. But hopefully it's a rewarding class where you can see your writing improve, you can see your thinking improve, and you can kind of see progress. But anyway, we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.